over 5,000 airlines in the world, and I found the absolute worst rated ones.
The flight attendants are extremely evil. They treat you terribly. Also, I found a small crack on the inside of the plane. Definitely unsafe. 1 star.
And that was only one out of the many terrible 1-star reviews that I'm gonna test today from the worst rated airlines. And at the end of the video, I'm going on a 1-star airplane that can apparently go into water. But the first airline I'm going on today is
Spirit Airlines. Yeah, Spirit Airlines has a 1.3 star. And guys, we got a new outfit, the strap fit. But let's take a look at the 1-star reviews to see what makes Spirit Airlines so terrible. Knighton V said, they are a fraud airline. They charged me for my child's milk bottle bag as a carry-on, USD 100. Started shouting at us for closing the gate if we don't pay. 1 star. You're telling me it's $100 to bring a milk bottle bag? Why is that so expensive? Catherine said, luggage never made it onto the flight. AirTag in the case, 24 hours and still no communication. 5 hours wait on the live chat to be told, sorry, go to the baggage portal. Still no luggage. 1 star. And the scary thing is, I'm gonna do exactly what Catherine did. Check my bag. So hopefully this makes it onto the flight and it doesn't get lost. Chloe said, the most uncomfortable seats I've ever been forced to sit on. They're metal with a thin piece of leather fabric to give the illusion that there's padding. My legs and butt fell asleep. The seats don't recline. I've had more comfortable seating on a bus. 1 star. So Spirit Airlines apparently has the worst seating ever. That's great. Woo! Yeah. Crystal Grace said, super expensive with the secret add-ons. Dirty cabin with left behind trash from the previous flight. Uncomfortable. Hard seats like a carnival ride. I suggest you consider other airlines. 1 star. Daisy B has something to tell us, guys. Listen to this. The customer service is horrible and nasty. They make you feel like the ticket is free. IDC pay, but please treat us like human beings and not animals, ... You ask them something, they talk to you with attitude. 1 star. So I'm gonna get treated like an animal on this flight? Well, Spirit Airlines, I got some news for you. I already am an animal. Meow! You hear me, Spirit? I already am an animal, and you're not ready for me to hop on this flight.
I made it inside and I'm terrified. I have to check my bag, and when Catherine did, her luggage never made it onto the flight. I'm gonna put an Apple AirTag in the suitcase just in case.
Got the AirTag, and it's going in my bag.
Now I'm headed over to the security checkpoint. I've always wanted to see what's inside of these scanners at the airport. Hello? I can't see anything. I made it through security, woo! First thing I'm doing, buying milk. Cause we're finding out if Spirit will actually charge you $100 just to bring this tiny milk bag.
Cool, thank you. I'm sorry, Nick and V, but they let me bring it on. Made on the flight.
I made it onto the flight with a milk bottle bag for free. The flight attendant seems upset. I hope everything's okay. First thing I'm noticing is how little the legroom actually is. I barely fit in a seat. And my tray table also looks dirty. So Chloe's review about the seats being uncomfortable is true. I checked my AirTag's location and my suitcase made it onto the flight. Woohoo! Yeah! Thank you. Catherine, I'm sorry, but this review for me is false.
There are also a lot of 1-star reviews from people talking about one specific thing, and that's how you have to pay for literally everything on this flight.
Most airlines usually give out free snacks and water, but apparently Spirit makes you pay money.
Is there any way I can just get a water?
The water? Let me see. It's $4.49, bro.
$4.49.
It was $4.95 for the small cup of water. But on a good note, the flight attendants have been super nice so far and they haven't treated me like an animal. Meow.
Let's try out this expensive water. I spilled this all over myself and the mic.
Now let's find out how clean the bathroom is. Whoa, what is this? The floor's messy too, and there's a lot of dust. I'm getting out of here.
Overall, I'm just glad that my luggage actually made it onto the flight, but these seats are definitely very uncomfortable. And you do literally have to pay for every single thing on this flight, even water. Water was $4.99, so if you're gonna use Spirit, definitely bring your own water. I'm getting pretty nervous about the landing. Would you look at that? My phone didn't fall.
I finally made it to Los Angeles. I went and visited the iconic Hollywood sign for the very first time. The view is amazing.
The next airline I'm taking is American Airlines. And I'm extremely excited for this one because this outfit I put together hits different. Check it out. But all right, let's stop messing around. It's time to expose this 1.3-star airline. Akupanellan P said, worst airlines in the world, delayed 28 hours. They give you just 12 USD voucher, 1 star. Imagine getting delayed for an entire day and you only get $12. That's insane. Kyle Y said, fix your QR codes for your boarding passes, please. The QR codes for my boarding passes aren't loading. What's going on here? 1 star. So there's delays and the boarding passes don't work? This is already looking like it's off to a bad start. Alex Yu said, do not fly American. Absolute worst, most disgusting flight I've ever been on. When we got to our seats, the smell was horrible. There was still uncleared pieces of vomit remnants still on the seatbelt. The crew apologized and gave us a bottle of water, 1 star. So someone puked in the seat that they were sitting in and they didn't even clean it up? I might get sick. Chris S said, and yet another American Airlines horror show. In-flight entertainment failed, then the Wi-Fi. So a long-haul flight with nothing to do, 1 star. What's wrong with American Airlines? These reviews are pretty crazy, but it is time to go inside and do this. Let's go. We made it to the security checkpoint. I hope they let chicken nuggets through. Best outfit award.
Luckily, Chicken Nugget and I made it through security, so I started heading over to the gate for takeoff.
What is that?
That robot is driving itself. All right, I need to stay focused and just head to my gate.
Rest in peace, coffee. I bet you would have tasted good.
I made it to the gate and realized no one is here. No one is behind the counter, nobody. This is weird because we're supposed to be boarding in 12 minutes and no one is here. Am I missing something?
Oh, excuse me? Do you know if our gate changed?
She said the gate changed and to hurry over because it's on its last boarding call for the flight. So now I'm sprinting through the airport because I didn't get a notification saying the gate changed. And luckily, I made it. But now we're gonna find out if the boarding passes actually don't work like the review said. Because if it's true, I can't get on the plane. Woo! They work!
So far, the boarding passes worked and we were only delayed just a little bit. But with the gate change, that I didn't know about. Chicken nugget.
The American Airlines investigation has begun. Let's do this.
I luckily made it onto the plane after all that trouble and put my suitcase in the overhead bin.
We managed to take off. Ohio, here I come.
Wait a second. Someone left a review saying there was pieces of vomit left on their seat. I immediately started looking everywhere and it actually looks clean, except this suspicious stain on the floor.
Guys, it is so early in the morning right now, so it's kind of like awkward filming these 1-star reviews on this flight. Everyone's staring at me, but we got to get to the bottom of why American Airlines is one of the worst airlines in the world. Let's continue the investigation.
My mic just broke. I'm sad now.
Good thing I brought my backup mic because if I didn't, this video would be completely over. Kinda in a bad mood now. I think I need a snack.
Let's see if the flight attendants are nice. I got a biscuit and a cup of water. The flight attendants were pretty nice actually. And after all those biscuits and water, I have to use the bathroom. The first thing I noticed was overflowing trash. Ew, that was gross. But besides some paper towels on the floor, everything else seemed fine. And when I got back to my seat, the person next to me said this.
That there is the biggest solar cycle on Earth right now while we're up in the air. Like, is that even safe? I don't know. But history is being broken while we're flying in the air. Are we gonna be good? On American Airlines, a seat comes with a phone tripod, but not a TV.
If they don't have Wi-Fi like the review said, there's absolutely nothing to do.
They have Wi-Fi. Woo! Yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Everyone on this flight is knocked out, asleep, and I'm over here testing 1-star reviews. Guys, the funny thing is my parents have no idea I'm coming back to Ohio, and I don't think I've ever showed you guys my hometown house before. I'm really excited to show you guys and to surprise my parents. They're gonna be so confused.
It was a little shaky, but we landed.
We made it to Ohio.
As I was leaving the airport, I met Superman in real life.
I just traveled across the entire world to visit my parents and they have no idea.
Holy crap, Jeremy. What are you doing here?
How's it going?
Oh my god. It's a freaking chicken nugget. Oh.
This is my living room, a kitchen that's filled with embarrassing photos of me. And I can't forget about But now it is time for the next airline.
All right, we are now back at the airport because it's time to get on our next flight with Frontier. Woohoo! And I don't know if you guys can notice, I'm actually wearing the best soccer player's jersey in the entire world, and it is... Oh, oops, wait. Ronaldo! Guys, we need to settle this debate right now. Messi or Ronaldo? Comment down below. All right, enough soccer talk, because it's time to get to business. Andy S. said, extremely rude staff. Didn't help with anything. They charged for everything. To my surprise, they charged to print boarding pass $20. Insane service. 1 star. What? They charged $20 to print a boarding pass? That's pretty insane. I actually don't believe that. Josie C. said, I hate Frontier. They are stingy, extra. I've brought my skateboard on so many planes, plus so much more stuff. Nope, they are so mean. 1 star. And guys, because of that, I brought my own skateboard. Frontier, you better let me bring it on. Mary Grace O said, I put my personal size suitcase under my seat as it was designed to do. No problem. After multiple delays, as I was boarding my connecting flight, the gate agent required me to check my bag for $99. 1 star. Even though her suitcase fit underneath her seat, they still asked for $99? That's not how it's supposed to work, Frontier. And guys, the bad thing is, I didn't even bring $99, so that better not be true, or else. Jerome F said, shocking that they threw a single mom and her 2 children who were sleeping at the time off the plane because they overbooked the flight. 1 star. What? So there's a possibility that I might get kicked off the plane? Bro, Frontier. Michelle Smith said, this is the worst airline ever. All their staff, including the flight attendants, are rude and disrespectful. The seats are extremely uncomfortable and the plane had a foul odor. 1 star. So I might get kicked off the plane, might need to pay $99, and the plane smells foul? Robert Posh said, non-reclining seats. Packed like sardines, most uncomfortable seat ever. No water, nothing, nada. Surprised they didn't charge us to use the bathroom. 1 star. Well, with all that being said, let's go inside. All right, we just made it to the entrance of Frontier. It's time to test out the first 1-star review. Wish me luck, please, because these reviews were pretty bad. What? Why is he crying? That might be me if this first review is true. Because Mary Grace said it's $99 to check a bag. If that's actually true, I feel like that's a little insane because that's almost as expensive as the entire flight. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Checking in your bag?
Yes.
Put it on the scale.
And for the moment of truth.
104.
104? Okay, got it.
I seriously can't believe you had to pay $100 just to bring your suitcase? This means Mary Grace O's review is definitely true.
If you actually have to pay $20 to just print your boarding pass, that's pretty insane. If this ends up being true, I can totally see why Frontier has a terrible rating.
Now I'm skating over to my gate and I'm gonna ask to print my boarding pass. Cause we're gonna find out if it actually costs $20 to print it like Andy said.
Hey, does it cost any money to print the boarding pass? Oh, it's $25? Okay. All right, it's time to head to the flight.
Do you guys remember the review with all the emojis? Well, we're about to put it to the test.
Guys, if you are using your phone, please turn the brightness all the way up.
That kind of hurt, but I made it onto the flight with the skateboard.
Josie C, if you're watching this right now, I apologize. All right, since we are now seated on the plane, let's stop talking about Josie C and let's talk about Jerome's review, because apparently they kick people off the flight from overbooking. If I get kicked off this flight, I'm gonna be pretty upset, because right now I'm flying to Seattle to see some really cool.
Then all the flight attendants started looking stressed out. It looks like they're trying to solve a problem. Is this flight overbooked? If I get kicked off the flight like Jerome's review said, I'm going to cry. Whew. Thankfully, we ended up taking off with no problems. And now we're officially in the air. I am kind of thirsty, but apparently they have 0 water on this flight. I still find that hard to believe, so let's see if Robert is actually telling the truth.
Can I just do a cup of water?
Cup of water?
Yes.
Would you like ice?
Yes, please.
Okay, you got it.
She was so nice and the water was free.
In Robert's review, he also complained about the seats not reclining. Okay, these seats definitely do not recline because there's literally no room in between the person behind me and my seat.
And then I noticed there was an entire row with no one there.
Doesn't get much better than this.
This is way better than my other seat.
The reviews on this airline were terrible, but honestly, I'm having that 5-star experience. All right, let me stop messing around and go back to my seat before I get kicked off this flight.
Also, I can't forget about Michelle's review. She mentioned that the flight attendants are rude and disrespectful, but today they've been extremely nice. And I almost forgot to mention earlier, they gave me a real flight attendant's badge out of nowhere. I feel kind of special. Michelle also said the plane had a foul odor, but to me, it seems fine, so Michelle's review is false.
Bathroom break. Woo! I do not fit in this bathroom. I'm freaking uncomfortable. These freaking seats don't recline. What am I supposed to do? That's freaking lame. We landed in Seattle. Thank you for getting us here safe. I made it with the skateboard off the flight. Let's go.
Now that we're finally in Seattle, I went and visited the Space Needle in real life. It's so high in the air. And lastly, I went to go see the famous gum wall in person.
All right, guys, it is now time for my next flight, and the next airline I'm taking is Southwest. And the reviews that were left on this specific airline are insane. Let's take a look at the 1-star reviews. Overstock O said, every flight I'm on is always delayed. If you fly this POS airline, you know, 1 star. What does POS mean? Okay, that better not be true because I hate getting delayed. No one wants to be sitting around for hours, especially at the airport. J.G. said, I was assaulted by a flight attendant. As I was saying goodbye to my husband on the phone, a male flight attendant leaned past 2 passengers to jab his fingers into my shoulder. I was sitting in the window seat and suddenly felt pain in my shoulder from this male flight attendant's assault. 1 star. Stephanie Page said, pooped on. Literally. We noticed a very bad smell coming from the woman in front of us. I reached under to get my belongings under her seat. Noticed that there was poop all over my things, which by then had also gone onto my arms and legs. 1 star. That has to be the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Dude, I might gotta put on some armor because I am not trying to get pooped on, especially my outfit. Come on, I'm wearing white shorts. That would not look good. Boom, I am all suited up and ready for the flight. This is the only extra outfit I have. Well, that I packed. Here, let's move on to the next review. Denise L said, there was an older flight attendant that was not allowing people to get to the bathroom. She tossed snacks at you and yelled at an elderly gentleman. 1 star. It seems like all the flight attendants are evil. Katie B said, the bathroom was disgusting and had feces on the rim of the toilet. 1 star. Southwest seems like a pretty bad airline. There was poop on the toilet? Dang, looks like I'm not gonna use the bathroom the entire flight. Alfifa Y said, the landing was the most horrible experience I had ever had with any airlines. I really thought we weren't gonna make it. 1 star. Christopher R said, I'd almost rather not travel at all than sit on this cattle car and bake because the AC sucks. 0 legroom and no arm room. So frustrating. 1 star. Well, with that being said, it's time to hop on our Southwest flight. It sounds amazing, right guys? I'm joking, it doesn't sound good at all.
I made it inside the airport and it took over an hour to get through security.
All right, we made it through security. Southwest, you are not ready for me. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got to our gate, but let's just hope we don't get delayed like all the 1-star reviews say. Because if so, that would suck. I don't like sitting and doing nothing. That's boring. So let's hope it doesn't get delayed. Hi, do you know if this flight is delayed or not?
It is delayed a little bit. So we're about 21 minutes delayed right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
The flight is delayed by 27 minutes.
So it seems to me like Overstock O's review is true. It's true. We're freaking delayed right now. And the bad thing about this is I'm not taking a direct flight to the next place I'm going to. I'm on a connecting flight. So I might miss my next flight because of this delay. Am I gonna type up a 1-star review?
So now I'm gonna sit down and wait. Every single seat is taken, like actually. So looks like I'm just sitting on the floor.
There's literally no seats at all. All the seats are taken. So I'm just trying to. Okay, no, this is kind of uncomfortable actually.
Then I noticed the plane arrived and it looks like it's finally getting set up for boarding.
Subscribe.
So I'm gonna go back to the same spot on the floor. It got taken? Now there's really nowhere to sit.
All right, so for Sacramento flight 403, we're gonna start with our pre.
We're boarding. Woo! Just a little bit late. Hello. Thank you. Woo! Well, what the heck? Where are we at right now? Southwest. It's on.
Yes, please spread out through the cab and lots of good inside.
Yo, it's kind of a vibe on this flight. Made it. onto the flight. Made it onto the flight. Woo!
Stuff's about to get serious because apparently J.G. said that she got assaulted by a male flight attendant while she was on her phone. It's on.
So I started talking on my phone during the in-flight announcements, and don't worry, I'm still paying attention, of course. And then, just like the review said, a male flight attendant walked up to me. He only gave me a little friendly tap.
We were supposed to take off at 6, and it's currently 6:33 right now. Southwest, 33 minutes late.
Waiting for this flight to take off is longer than the entire flight itself.
Another 15 minutes have gone by, and we still haven't taken off yet. Southwest, what's going on, man? Overstock O's review is too true right now. Sheesh.
The plane finally took off 7 minutes later.
Dang, it's freaking pitch black now. Hey, what happened to the lights? Who turned them off? If I miss my flight because of this, I'm gonna write the craziest one-star review ever. Southwest, don't make me do it.
Now I'm sprinting as fast as I can, trying to catch my connecting flight because it's already boarding. We still have more one-star reviews to test.
I made it. I didn't think I was gonna make that at first. Woo.
I checked in and made it on the flight. I was so worried because that first flight was extremely delayed.
I'm pretty tall and I have a good amount of leg room. Now let's find out if the AC is strat or not. Hopefully it's strat because it's kind of hot on this plane.
I turned on the AC and barely any air is coming out.
Overall, I'm gonna have to say that Christopher's review is false. I got leg room, I got arm room, but the AC does kind of suck.
I'm really scared to ask for a snack because Denise said the flight attendants toss it at you.
Oh yes, please. Thank you. Oh wow, I didn't get the snacks tossed at me. She was actually very polite. Snack time. All right, now I'm gonna attempt to use the bathroom because apparently you're not allowed to. And to take a closer inspection, I brought this, a black light.
I got up and walking straight to the bathroom and no one is stopping me. Katie said the bathroom was disgusting, so let's check it out.
I think it's safe to say that this review is false. The bathrooms aren't that bad. And also, with that being said, the review about not being able to use the bathroom is also false. I walked myself straight to the bathroom and nobody said a thing. Another false review.
I just realized I got lucky. We can't forget that Stephanie got pooped on while on a Southwest flight. I've been on 2 flights in total and that has not happened to me. I do still have an hour left, so let's hope that doesn't change. I'm gonna move my bag just in case. I'm starting to get really nervous about the landing because Afifa said the landings are the most horrible experience he's had with any airline. I survived. Woo! It was a little rough, but it wasn't that bad. I just overheard someone and they said something happened at the front of the plane. Someone puked in the aisle during the landing. I hope they're okay. But we finally made it to New York. And while I was here, I took a boat to go see the Statue of Liberty in real life. And the best part was meeting all of you.
Guys, that's gonna be me in a few moments right there. Flying on a plane into the water. Really? Wish me luck.
This is a seaplane. It's an aircraft that can apparently land and fly off water.
And all the reviews that were left on this place are just talking about how terrified people are to go on the plane. That doesn't sound so safe. Guys, I know I survived the first 4 airlines, but what about this? This looks absolutely insane. Am I gonna make it out of this alive?
Dan S. said, saw a shark in the water while landing. If it wasn't a shark, then it was definitely something lurking around in the water. 1 star. If there's something lurking around in the water, like what would it be? Danica R. said, flight was pretty cool, but I spilled my coffee all over myself when we landed. Ouch. 1 star. Why would you be drinking something as hot as coffee while landing though? And especially on this. Robert C. said, I thought we were gonna sink in the water. 1 star. Wait, what? I mean, this looks safe, right? It's able to float in the water right now, so it should do that when we're landing, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. Carmen P. said, I scheduled a flight and even paid for it. But right when I arrived at the takeoff location, I turned back around and went home. Looked way too scary. No thank you, 1 star. So I'm in the takeoff location right now and I honestly feel the exact same way. I mean, dude, this looks pretty crazy.
I've never been so nervous to get on a plane in my entire life.
Oh man. All right.
I walked on and got in the seat right behind the pilot. But now it's time to take off. Wish me luck.
Oh my God. This is crazy.
This plane is a lot smaller than any of the other airlines I've taken today. It can only fit around 8 people. A seaplane can't be heavy, or it'll just sink in the water.
All right, guys, we have currently made it up in the air, and the view is insane. So far, the flight's pretty smooth, but I have no idea what to expect for the landing, though. I'm pretty nervous.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and relax and enjoy the view or something.
Guys, I'm getting very, very nervous on what the landing is gonna be like.
Am I gonna make it? Is this the last flight I'll ever take?
I have never, ever been on something like this before, and I'm pretty freaked out right now. Maybe all the other airlines weren't so bad after all. And guys, don't forget, there was multiple reviews talking about how terrifying this plane was, and I can definitely see why. I might gotta leave a review of my own. There's no bathroom, there's no water, there's no snacks on this plane. Come on, man. Really? I'm just joking. I don't really care. I just want to land safely. Am I alive?
Everybody's watch your head coming out the door.
Oh my God. We made it. Thank you so much.
You bet.
I've looked at thousands of water parks around the world,
And I made a list of the worst rated ones.
and today I'm gonna visit each water park and test the worst one-star reviews that were left on the parks.
There were multiple water slides that were off balance and had broken pieces on it. And it had very, very unsafe chemicals in the water. 1 star. I hope I make it out of these water parks alive.
I have to fly to multiple different states to get to some of these water parks. We're gonna get to the bottom of why these parks are rated the worst in the world. And the first place we're traveling to is
New Jersey to visit Tomahawk Lake Water Park.
Yeah, why is the water brown?
That's a good question. Looks like we're gonna find out today.
And the crazy thing is, this water park is actually connected to an entire lake, but I have no idea why the water is brown. And the one-star reviews that were left on this water park are even more interesting.
Jonathan V said, the reason why people don't swim in this lake/water park is that there has been sightings of sharks and an alligator popping up. 1 star.
Bro, wait, what? This is a water park. Why are there sharks and alligators at the water park?
I'm terrified of sharks, but alligators? That's a whole nother level of crazy.
I am terrified after reading that review, so make sure you guys drop a like on this video to wish us good luck, because the reviews are only gonna keep getting worse.
I mean, it does feel like we're in the middle of a forest, but there's an entire playground, mini golf course, bumper cars, and a ton of water slides. It's time to go on the first slide, called
The Apaki Plunge. All right, we'll see you guys on the ride.
We soon realized that getting to each water slide was going to be tough. I mean, we're literally walking barefoot through a forest. My feet are killing me.
Oh! Holy crap! Oh! Yo! I'm on a water slide in a forest right now!
We made it.
That water slide was actually a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be. But now it's time to cover a big problem here at this water park.
Soupy P said, there is so many bugs. The lake must be infected because it is brown and smells like poop. I would give this 0 stars if possible. So many scary, terrifying bugs. Don't ever come here. 1 star.
Wait, so you're saying I have to worry about sharks, alligators, and like tarantulas or something?
And that's why I came prepared with bug spray. Again, this water park is literally in an entire forest, and there are tons of species of bugs that live inside forests. So we're looking around carefully to see if we find anything crazy. Everything was looking okay, but then we walked over to the next slide called
The Black Snake.
Why do they call it the black snake?
Well, I guess we're gonna figure that out. The downside about all these rides is you literally have to take a hike to get to them.
This slide looks really mysterious. I'm extremely nervous. I was not expecting that. That slide just launched us into the water.
Holy crap. I know this place has a low rating, but this is actually kind of cool.
It looks pretty fun.
Wait, what the heck? You have to be 4 feet and under to go on the playground.
That's discrimination.
Well, I'm actually not complaining because this next review has me a little scared about the water.
Daniel D said, the water was dirty and crowded, and out of our group of 25 plus people, those that went in all got sick. We'll never go back there ever again. 1 star. I have a solution though.
What?
I can't believe he just did that. Am I gonna get sick from the water?
Well, you know what? Since I've already fully been in the water, let's go check it out.
If you drop a like on this video right now, I'll go under. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
This water looks really weird. I'm really trying to think on what's making the water look like that.
Hopefully I don't get sick.
And now we're gonna travel to Florida to visit Aquatica Orlando Water Park.
Heather P said, I try to visit places at least twice before leaving a review. However, I cannot justify the cost of coming here again for another experience. Would not recommend. I don't think we saw a single person smiling or laughing, visitors or staff. 1 star.
That doesn't sound good.
And we did do a little bit of research on this park. They do have really cool slides, so I'm a little excited.
This water park actually looks extremely cool, but we immediately started looking around to see if we find anyone smiling to see if that review is actually true.
Everyone seems pretty straight-faced over here. No smile, no smile, no smile, no smile, no smile or laughing.
I haven't seen one smile here at all.
Sean and I kept searching for anyone smiling, and then we found
Julio.
Julio is the first person I've seen smile today.
After that, we met a couple subscribers who were actually smiling.
Well, my subscribers proved this wrong, so this review is false. Anthony B said, this was a complete waste of $350. We did not have to ride any of the slides as the wait times exceeded more than 1 hour per slide. This park is not equipped to handle the visitor capacity. 1 star.
Hey, well, you might as well just stay at home if you can't even go anything.
Time to go on our first slide.
Ehu's Breakaway Falls. This slide looks like it goes through a tropical forest. I honestly have no idea what to expect. And just in case all the reviews are actually true on how long the wait line is, I came extremely prepared. Wait, what? Trust me, let's go.
Walking up to the ride, I overheard this drop slide as a 420-foot drop.
All right. Holy crap, that was insane. Dude, we were going like 100 miles per hour down that slide.
That's pretty nuts, dude.
Elizabeth H said, if I could give it 0 stars, I would. Nasty place. Bathrooms were filthy, vomit all over one. Human feces on the ground in front of a Dippin' Dot stand, and even after reported, ignored. Nasty, smelly place. Will never take my kids back. 1 star.
How does that even happen?
While Sean goes to investigate the bathroom, I'm gonna look around for some Dippin' Dot stands.
No, it's fine. Pretty wet everywhere, but they need to change this to the caution extremely wet floor. I mean, honestly, it wasn't even too bad. Pretty clean overall, but I wonder how Jeremy's doing with that Dippin' Dot stand, though.
This water park is so massive. And after walking around searching for 30 minutes,
oh my God, I finally found one. I'm gonna investigate this entire stand. Anything out of the ordinary? What about behind the concession stand? No poop? I have found yet another Dippin' Dot stand. All right, what is going on here? There is something underneath the freaking Coca-Cola stand. It doesn't smell though, so I'm pretty sure it's soil.
The bathrooms are fine.
There was no human feces in front of the Dippin' Dot stand, and the bathrooms were clean, I guess, so this means this review was false. Let's go on the next slide. The next slide we're going on is Care Curl.
I mean, yo, that thing's pretty cool. It has like an elevator for the floaties.
That is pretty cool, but unfortunately, Sean, you're not gonna be able to go on it, bro.
Why's that?
Well, it says 48 inches minimum.
Dude, if I'm not 48 inches, then I don't think you're 48 inches.
And it was time we go on the next slide. But unfortunately for us,
this line literally starts from the start of the staircase down here.
Oh my God, dude. We're gonna be here for like an hour.
Luckily for us, I came very prepared with some games. A VR headset, Rubik's Cube, and even ping pong.
Oh!
And after waiting for over an hour, it was finally our turn to get on the slide.
Oh! That was wild. That was cool.
Dude, holy crap. I was backwards the entire time and I couldn't see anything.
The slide was worth the wait, but now it's time to read the next 1-star review.
Susie J said, Aquatica is the Dollar General of water parks. This park is so overcrowded and so poorly run. The wave pool was closed for chemical problems. The icy machines were down, the water fountain drinks were not working, and there was no ice. 1 star.
Time to investigate.
Say hello to your 5-star scientist here. And right here is a water tester, and this will let us know if there's any bad chemicals in the water.
And this is a test tube where we're gonna be putting the water inside of it to get the results.
Let's see if Susie J is telling the truth about the wave pool having chemical problems. While we wait for the chemical test, we changed and went to get some food.
Brad D said, horrible, period. Lines are out of control, period. It took 2 hours to get a singular hamburger, like WTF. 1 star.
All right, guys, it is currently 1:25, and the time starts right now.
All right, let's hurry. Let's go. What the heck? There's literally no line here. You can literally just grab them as soon as you walk in. Bro, look at this. I can literally grab 2 more if I want.
And after eating our burgers and proving that review false, it was time to check back in on our chemical test.
All right, the results are in, and it says 7.7 pH.
That's pretty good.
I guess this means that this review is false.
7.78 pH is a healthy number. That means the water's fine.
And the next slide we're going on fully goes underwater.
It's gonna be insane.
Dude, look how long this freaking line is.
But just like last time, we're gonna play some games. In the middle of our game, a subscriber came up and asked if they could take a shot.
Oh, let's go!
We finally made it to the top, and now it's our turn to go down the slide.
3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! What? Whoa! Oh my God! Holy crap! This is crazy! I'm underwater! I'm underwater! Oh my God! Whoa! Now we're at Tassie's underwater twist.
Time to get on the slide.
If you guys are watching this, subscribe.
Overall, I think this water park had some really cool slides, but what wasn't cool was the wait time. Now we're getting in the car driving to the next water park in Florida, and it's called Cocoa Key Resort.
And this water park is also connected to a hotel.
But this isn't any normal hotel. It has one of the worst ratings out of any hotel in the entire world. The water park has a 2.2 star and has closed down in the past for failing health code inspections. And the hotel connected to it has a 2.0 star. The reviews that were left on the both of these places, you won't believe that they're real. This is gonna be interesting.
All right, guys, we just made it to our hotel room. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, bro. That stinks, dude.
Dude, did they even fix up the bed before you came in here?
What's going on?
I've seen some of the one-star reviews about this hotel, and this isn't even the worst of it. Let's read the first one. Samuel W. said, the first room we got into, 5 roaches in the bathroom. They switched us to another room we thought was a little better until we found clean, rolled-up towels with curly hair wrapped onto the fibers. The bathtub was dirty. When I undid the sheets to lay down, there was a little black pebble that looked like rat poop. This experience is the worst we've ever had. Disgusting, depressing, 1 star. Holy crap.
That sounds horrific.
This review literally sounds fake, but they literally left photo proof of everything they were talking about. Like, dude, there's a literal cockroach in the photo right here.
Serious?
2 photos.
What?
Dude, that one's huge.
Oh, dude, that's like in the vent.
Is there seriously cockroaches inside here?
Well, good thing I came prepared with this.
We quickly started looking everywhere and didn't find any.
All right, I think this room is clear of cockroaches. They also did talk about how dirty the bathroom is. If that's actually true, that sucks because, you know, we gotta use the bathroom.
What's in the bathroom?
I don't know. Let's go figure that out. To be honest, this bathroom seems okay.
Well, dude, this curtain's about to like fall off. Look at this thing.
Is a toilet pipe like sticking out of the freaking wall? Dude, what's gonna happen when we flush? The shower head is all crusty, dusty. Like, look at that. Samuel's review also did say that there was hair stuck inside of the towels. There you go.
And after carefully inspecting the towels, this happened.
Yo, that's disgusting. Do you see that? Oh, Sean, here, I got a little gift for you, bro.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, oh, hey, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here.
Scissors, paper, rock to see who looks inside of the toilet.
Are you serious?
3, 2, 1. Scissors, paper, rock.
Go for it, go for it.
Oh! 3, 2.
Oh! Put that back.
Okay.
Dude, there's like an insane amount of mold on there, bro.
Okay, dude, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Right.
We didn't find any cockroaches yet, but so far Samuel's review is
true.
On to the next one.
All of these reviews are terrible. I'm really starting to get scared about the water park because it's connected to the same hotel.
Amy T said, beware. Check your.
What?
Dude, I cannot believe we were sitting on that bed, dude. Just listen to the rest of this review. Beware, check your beds. Me and my son stayed one night and I woke up to bed bugs on my chest at 5 a.m. And I still didn't get a refund. Don't stay here. 1 star.
We checked our beds very carefully. We didn't end up finding any bed bugs, but there were multiple stains.
I'm definitely sleeping in the water slide tonight. I'm not staying here.
Up next, we're gonna use a black light which inspects things that you cannot see with the human eye. And we ended up finding a ton of weird stains around the entire room.
Oh my God, Sean, we're out of here, dude. We're going to the water park. Let's go change back into our normal outfits and let's go investigate the park.
All right, we are now fully changed up and it is time to buy our tickets for the water park. Scott D said, this is the tiniest water park in the world. You can fit it in a backyard. That's how bad it is. There's nothing to do here. 1 star. Well, let's go buy our tickets and let's go investigate. Do you know where we can buy passes for the water park?
It's not open.
Oh, so it's closed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe this. We flew all the way here and a major part of the water park is closed?
Wow, they literally weren't lying. Every single entrance of this water park park is actually closed.
Please let us in.
Since the main water park is closed, this is one of the areas that's open.
And literally just like that slide, like that's it.
We are definitely gonna have to say that this review is true. Well, technically it's a little false because he left that review with the main water park being open. So now it's even tinier.
Like there's only 2 slides.
Let's go enjoy 1/4 of the water park.
Let's do it.
So far, I can definitely see why both these places have a low rating. A 2.0 star and a 2.2. Well, I have a theory. A few years ago, the water park did shut down because of failed health inspection.
Ew, what? Ew, dude, we're literally in it right now.
Yeah, here, let's go on these slides and let's get the heck out of here.
Wait, you still want to go on the slide?
I don't care, we're making the most of our money here.
But before that, I had an idea to prank Sean. Now it's time to get on the slide.
3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, guys, that was one of the slides of the water park. Let's go to the last one. Oh, wait, Sean, smell your body really quick.
Dude, we smell like feet.
The water smells terrible, bro. You know what? We need to leave a quick review of our own really quick. The water smells like very smelly feet. 1 star. Before we go on the last slide of the entire park, we're gonna read the next 1-star review. Emma E said, there's way too much chlorine in the water. It stripped the color off both of my daughter's bathrooms. It also discolored our wedding rings. 1 star. I wish I would have read that before I went in the water. I was wearing my necklace.
Dude, I think it's coming off.
Shut up. It's not. Let's put this to the test. We got some expensive jewelry right here, so if this actually fades away, I'm gonna cry. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and we're gonna check back in 5 to 6 hours to see if anything happens to the jewelry. All right, scissors, paper, rock to see who goes on the last slide.
I don't want to do that.
All right, well, let's do it. Ready? Scissors, paper, rock. Bro, no. I haven't taken this necklace off in literally like 4 years. My neck is mad that I just took off my necklace. That's my lucky necklace.
Time to get on the slide.
Here we go. 3, 2.
Oh, there he comes. He's coming.
All right, I think it's time we move on to the next water park. Let's get the heck out of here.
All right, it is now time to check back in on the rings. These better not be ruined. It's probably gonna smell terrible. Woo! Wow. All right, let's pour this out. The gold ripped off of the ring. You gotta be kidding. Well, the water definitely ruined these rings, so this review is true.
Now we're taking a flight all the way to New Jersey to visit
DreamWorks Water Park. And fun fact, this is the largest indoor water park in North America.
This water park is actually located inside the 2nd largest mall in America. So you can literally go shopping and then just walk a couple feet over to this water park.
But it does have a 2.9 star, so I don't know what to expect.
This water park does have some of the most bizarre 1-star reviews I've ever seen before. Like, listen to what Marilyn C said. I became very ill after visiting this park. There had to be something wrong with our water. Was this happening to anyone else? I was throwing up for 4 months and ended up with inflammation in my stomach and in and out of hospitals after visiting. 1 star.
Wait, that review was left in this park? What the hell's in the water, bro?
I have no idea.
But there's another problem. There is also countless reviews complaining about several slides in this park always being shut down or closed.
All right, so Rich G said, careful when you go to the park because they have some rides closed down for maintenance, but they still charge you 100% for a park that is not 100% operational. Feels a bit like a scam. 1 star.
Well, we're gonna go buy our tickets and make sure that all the rides are working. Is there any rides that are not operational today? She said the closed rides were on the TV and there is 2 that are closed.
It's time to go inside and investigate this 2.9 star water park.
Whoa, this place actually looks really cool.
This water park is completely themed around popular DreamWorks characters like Kung Fu Panda, Madagascar, and of course, Shrek. Before we read some 1-star reviews, we're gonna go on DreamWorks Dream Runner.
I mean, I'm really curious about this ride because like it goes up hills and stuff. Like, how does that supposed to work on a water slide?
We walked up to the slide just to figure out it's closed.
This is one of the coolest rides here and it's closed.
There are more slides that are open, so we're gonna go to the next one. And it's called Trolls Rainbow Racers.
And Sean and I are gonna race.
You're going down, bro.
Well, let's make a bet then.
This water slide is a timed competition. It's a race to see who makes it to the bottom first, and the winner is gonna win $100. But the loser is gonna have to wear something terrible around the water park. I cannot lose. I am not facing the punishment.
All right, Sean, put on these.
What is that?
These are upside down goggles, and they flip your vision upside down.
And the only time you can take these off are before you go on a slide.
What's going on, dude? I'm looking at everybody's feet.
All right, well, let's go test the next 1-star review.
Let's go.
This way. Sean, there you go. If you guys are curious, this is what Sean's vision looks like right now.
Sean looks ridiculous walking around the park like this. I'm glad I didn't lose.
Nancy D said, my kids are about to go on a slide until we heard a huge bang from the other side of the park, where we came to find out that a huge decoration fell from the ceiling onto a water slide that could have seriously injured someone. 1 star.
I thought this review was a lie until I did some research and found a video about DreamWorks on the news.
State of New Jersey has ordered the water park at American Dream Mall to remain closed. That is until all of its investigations are complete. The Department of Community Affairs Amusement Ride Safety Unit is looking into how a decorative helicopter fell from the park's ceiling this past weekend. 4 guests were hurt when it came crashing down.
Luckily, no one died, but it did leave 4 people in the hospital.
After reading that review, Sean and I are freaking out and continuously checking above us for more decorations. We quickly started looking around and checked for any sketchy decorations hanging from the ceiling. It's now time to move on. The next slide is basically a giant toilet. We are literally about to get flushed down a toilet.
Holy crap, look at this!
I feel like I just got flushed down a toilet.
Now we're going on
Dragon and Dronkies.
This ride is going to be terrifying because apparently Shrek waits for you in the middle of the ride.
Can I take these glasses off now?
Yes.
Bro, these are like getting really annoying.
All right, time for Dragon and Dronkies. Let's meet Shrek.
Guys, the slide we're about to go on goes outside of the actual park. This is gonna be crazy.
Oh, I'm going backwards!
Jeremy, why do you have your phone?
It's Shrek! Oh, wait! Oh, my phone, Shrek! Oh, no, it's Shrek! Oh! Oh! We're going
Guys, this is crazy. Oh, shit.
Guys, listen to what Chuck D said. While riding in the lazy river, going through the tunnels, we encountered fake eyelashes and hair weave stuck to the stucco finish. Not a couple of strands. Entire 4-foot long man of war jellyfish looking clumps. 1 star. There's also a lot more reviews talking about how much trash is in the lazy river. So, Sean, I need you to take off your glasses so I can have you at full detective ability, okay? Come on, let's go in the lazy river.
So we grabbed a tube and went straight inside the river.
All right, guys, we're gonna closely investigate this lazy river. So far, everything seems to be normal.
The review mentioned lots of hair and trash being in the lazy river.
So far, the investigation is going very well. We haven't found any 4-foot long pieces of hair or any eyelashes. So far, this review is false. It's been pretty clean, been pretty chill.
Then we walked to the next water slide.
The next water slide we're going on is Lemur's Leap, and apparently this is a advanced water slide.
Can I take these off now?
You can take them off now because we're about to go on a ride.
This slide literally looks identical to a toilet.
Holy crap! What's going on? Oh!
All of these slides so far have been extremely cool. And just to be honest, I think this might be the coolest water park we've been to so far.
All right, it is time to continue our investigation. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Mrs. M said, the pizza tasted like cardboard. 1 star. That was the shortest 1-star review I have ever heard before. They got straight to the point.
Okay, wait, but how do they know what cardboard tastes like? That's kind of sus.
But first, we need to change into proper attire. Boom! That is more like it.
It's time to get to the bottom of this. Do their pizza here at DreamWorks really taste like cardboard?
All right, well, we'll take 2 pepperoni pizzas.
No, we don't have pizza. Just burgers.
Only burgers?
Sadly, this review is false. I was kind of in the mood for pizza. I just did some research. Something cool that I just learned is that this is actually the world's biggest indoor wave pool. It's massive, but now it's time to go on a massive drop slide. I actually really enjoyed this water park and would give it a much better review than a 2.9 star.
I've been researching theme parks for the past couple of months, and I found the absolute worst rated ones. Some of these parks are extremely dirty, have super rude employees, and rides that are just completely unsafe to go on. Went on a ride with my kids, but then turned into the world's longest ride after taking us 4 hours to get us down. A piece of the roller coaster fell off in the middle of the ride, which froze us on the roller coaster. Unbelievable. 1 star. And that was only one of the many terrible reviews that were left on the worst rated theme parks that I'm going to today, unfortunately.
All right, now I am hopping on a flight to go to one of the worst rated theme parks in the entire world.
And the first theme park is located all the way in New Jersey, and it's called
Nickelodeon Universe in New Jersey.
Honestly, I can't believe there's an entire theme park inside the mall.
Yeah, that's right. This entire theme park is inside one of the largest malls in the world called the American Dream Mall.
Even though this place looks cool at first sight, this has a 2.8 star.
2.8? That's pretty bad.
And hey, what do you guys think? Outfit check. You guys have 5 seconds to comment down below who we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You better comment it. Anthony B said, expensive. Even if you don't want to ride anything, you still need to pay the full price. $400 for 5 people. Also, the fact they tell ride operators not to call 911 and to call an on-site supervisor if something happens made me a little uncomfortable. Won't be back for a while until these issues are fixed. 1 star. They even took a photo of one of the badges on the supervisor, and it does say not to call 911.
Sorry, are you saying that if they're not calling 911, then who are they actually calling?
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of nervous now because if someone gets injured and falls off the ride, they're not gonna call 911.
Doesn't sound good.
All right, Barnacle Boy, I think it's time we hop in our invisible boatmobile and head off to this 2.8 star theme park. In 3, 2, 1, go! We officially made inside of Nickelodeon Universe.
Wow, honestly, I can't believe this whole thing is inside of an entire mall.
Well, let's go test out these reviews and see if this place is strapped or not. Let's go.
Growing up, Nickelodeon was one of my favorite channels on TV. So this is actually really cool seeing all of this inside of a theme park.
Nancy W said, if I could give 0 stars, I would. Do not go here. It is not safe. My son got a mild concussion. The next day, he couldn't move his neck because of whiplash. He has 47 inches, well above 42 inches required. The seat of the slime streak was so poorly designed. 1 star.
So the only way to really tell if Nancy is telling the truth is to go on the ride she's talking about.
I hope we make it out alive because we still have a lot more theme parks to go to. Hopefully Nancy's review was false. Wish us good luck, guys.
As we were about to go on the ride, this happened.
You guys serious? Oh my God, the ride's broken?
They just closed the ride for some random reason, some like technical reason they said.
Dang, maybe someone else got a concussion.
This theme park is off to a bad start, but we talked to the ride operators and it said it'll be back and running in 5 to 10 minutes.
Well, since the slime streak is temporarily closed, we are here at Dora's Sky Railway.
That looks pretty fun.
Just let me read this review. Christina T said $80 per ticket for 13 rides to be closed. That is very funny that she said that because the first ride we tried to go on was actually closed.
13 rides? I mean, that's like almost the entire park.
We looked online and it said that there's a total of 27 rides at this theme park. So if there's actually around 13 rides that are broken here, that's more than half of the rides here.
Also, at one point we were in line for the train, and while we were waiting, we noticed that people who were already on the ride weren't moving. They actually got stuck. I'm so glad it wasn't us. 1 star.
Sean and I both didn't want to go on the train ride since Tina said people have gotten stuck on it before. So we're gonna let random people decide on who goes on the ride. And they said,
you. What?
Hey, the people have spoken, bro.
Hey, are you guys sure? Nah, hey, I think he'd be better. Bro, I'm not trying to get stuck on this ride. Check this out. This looks like a sweet and innocent ride, but people get stuck on it.
All right, well, quit being a baby, all right? You lost fair and square. The people have spoken, so it's your time to shine.
Oh my God. Wish me good luck. So scariest ride in the park? I seriously really hope I don't get stuck because there are multiple reviews about this train ride getting stuck in the middle of the ride. Woo! We're surviving it. Let's go. Okay, the ride is almost over. I'm just really hoping I can get off this and don't get stuck here forever. Oh, we almost made it. We almost made it. We're almost back. Hey, we made it. Woo! Let's go. Nice meeting you, bro. Nice meeting you. You too. It's been about 10 minutes, so we're gonna go back on the ride and see if it's working.
Hey, if it's not working, then that means that we were lied to.
All right, so there is a line. That's a good sign. What would you look at that? It seems like it's open. All right, so we are on the ride. It is operating, but let's hope that we don't end up with a concussion, just like that review.
Surprisingly, we managed to fully make it through the ride with no concussions, but it was an extremely rough ride.
So it looks like this review right here is false. On to the next one. Right behind us is the arcade inside a Nickelodeon universe, and apparently this entire arcade is a scam.
Oh, come on. Hey, it can't be that hard, right? I think people might just be bad at the game.
This might be true because listen to this review. Arthur W. said, do not play the arcade games or claw machines. We won a prize from the claw machine and the machine malfunctioned and wouldn't release it. The employees refused to help us or provide a refund. Terrible service. It really put a damper on the whole day. 1 star. Watch this. I'm gonna get this first try. Let's go. We are here at a XL claw machine.
And it's got our friend SpongeBob waiting inside for us.
If this is actually a scam, I'm gonna be really upset because we need to complete the trio. So it looks like this.
Hey, where you at, bro?
Oh, what's up, SpongeBob?
Oh, what? Yeah, wait.
All right, I'm gonna prove that this arcade machine is not a scam. All right, here we go. This card was $25. I'm going a little broke, so make sure you guys drop a like on this video. All right, here we go. Go on the side, go on the side, go on the side. Are you sure, Barnacle Boy?
I think so.
If you freaking mess this up for me, I'm gonna be upset. Oh!
Wow.
Dude, it literally picked it up and it dropped it. Did you guys see that? Bruh. All right, try number 2. Oh!
Come on!
Come on.
Come on! No.
We perfectly got that.
That thing loosened up. Well, that was...
Oh my God. Guys, 2 times in a row we fully grabbed SpongeBob and it is one pick 'em up. It is official that the claw machines here are a scam. All right, forget about the arcade machine because we can get SpongeBob for free. We really need to make this family photo happen. Look how good we would look. I would hang this up on my wall.
The iconic trio, Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy, and SpongeBob are about to meet up in real life.
What's up?
What's up? I know, right?
Hey.
Oh, what's up? Oh,
hey, I think we should have a dance off.
I can't do it. I
Then we need to give him some lessons.
I know, I need some
Hey, you know what?
lessons.
Get off the stage. Get off the stage.
Right, wow.
Let's get off the stage.
Okay, all right.
3, 2, 1. All right, the train ride wasn't the only thing getting your views on how it gets stuck, because apparently the carousel here also gets stuck as well.
Anthony R. said, "Will not go back again. The staff needs to learn how to properly operate the rides. A kid was stuck on the carousel and couldn't get the belt off. The staff operating the ride did not want to walk around and check if the carousel was empty and help kids that are having trouble getting off."
1 star. Well, it seems to me like the carousel actually is working. I mean, people are on it and it's moving.
I thought the review said it was like not gonna work.
Yeah, right? Well, it seems to me like this review is false. Guys, there's something actually very insane about this theme park because it holds the world record for the world's steepest roller coaster. And it is called the Shell Raiser.
Why does this place have a 2.8 star if it holds a world record for one of their rides?
Well, I'm actually really excited to go on it. Hope we survive though. Let's go. Oh, wait, what the heck? We're closed. Come back later. No way, no way, no way. Bro, well, shucks. Looks like this one is closed.
Okay, now I can see why this place has a 2.8 star. But now we're gonna go investigate to see how many more rides are closed in this park.
The next ride is the Shredder, and I mean, it looks like it's open.
This ride does look really unsafe because it literally rotates as you go.
This one's kind of sketchy.
Let's go try this out. Yo, I literally can't see. I can't see. Oh!
This ride clearly seems to be operational. Now please, let me off.
Now we are at Skyline Scream, and this ride is so tall you can't even see the top of it. And we're about to go on it, even though there's multiple reviews about the rides being unsafe here. Woo! Oh my God. Yo, that was crazy. Yo, we survived. I did not like this at all. I don't like this theme park. We were so high in the air. We were at the top of the building. Did you see at the top when you can see through? There is also countless reviews on this place on how there's no concession stands. But I'm gonna say that's false because there are concession stands here. 1, 2, 3. Stop lying about these reviews, guys. Come on. This one is false. All right, so we just made it to the Nickelodeon Slime Freeze, and we're here to test out to see if the Nickelodeon Freeze is strat or not. Carl W. said, "Do not try the Slime Freeze. Trust me, you'll regret it." 1 star. Well, I guess there's only one way to really test out this review. I'm just hoping we don't get an upset stomach. These freezes have some weird flavors. They have the IDK, Figure It Out, and the Double Dare. All right, we're gonna do an official taste test review on these Slime Freezes.
All right, so I got the IDK, so I don't really know what it's gonna taste like. Wow, that's pretty powerful. I don't really know what it tastes like though.
Since Sean double dared me, I got the Double Dare. Let's try it out. Oh,
Does that taste like double dare?
Dude, I'm gonna have to say mine is not Strat. How about you?
I don't really know.
All right, now I am hopping on a flight to go to one of the worst rated theme parks in the entire world.
And this next one is all the way in New York.
Yeah, guys, we are traveling around the entire world for this video. So if you guys are watching this, make sure you guys drop a like. We are now at the next theme park, and it is called Luna Park.
You're probably wondering why we're dressed as janitors.
Well, that's because this is one of the most dirtiest theme parks in the entire world, apparently. So, what are we gonna do, Sean?
We're gonna be picking up some trash, you know, just cleaning up the place.
Check this out. Oh, hey, I found that.
No, it's mine.
Give me that, bro. Hey. With that being said, let's read the first review. Sarah H said, this place is so trashy, also filled with trash people. This place is basically a landfill filled with discarded hot dogs, fries, and so much other gunk littered on the ground. I never see janitors cleaning anything up. The ride operators sometimes don't check if you are strapped into the ride harness, and most are very rude. 1 star.
Okay, well, we can solve one of those problems ourselves, but when it comes to strapping in people correctly, like, that doesn't sound good. All right, so Hassan H said, as I was taking pictures of an acquaintance on the boardwalk, a group of Luna Park employees surrounded us like a wolf pack, demanding that we do not take any pictures that show Luna Park in the background. They were nasty, rude, and intimidating.
1 star. So now you guys see why we're dressed in janitor outfits, but we might run into a major problem at this theme park. So there is a very strict no picture or video policy inside of Luna Park, and obviously we're gonna be filming this entire thing, so that'll be interesting.
So we're trying to stay undercover as best as we can so we don't put any attention on ourselves.
We gotta be janitors and ninjas. Okay, let's go. Don't be suspicious. Oh, there's a security guard. There's a security guard. Act normal.
We luckily got past the security guard and made it inside of Luna Park.
Right here is the scream zone. Look at that guy's face, it looks kind of scary. And Luna Park is actually extremely rare because right behind the park is an entire beach. Like, where the heck are we right now?
No, we're on like a New York boardwalk.
The reviews were definitely true. There was trash laying everywhere, and the rides at this park look insane.
Oh wait, I see a piece of trash.
Oh. This was Jeremy's idea to dress as janitors at a theme park, all right? You look pretty dumb.
Hey, stop talking crap, all right? Look, one piece of trash at a time.
Since this is one of the most dirtiest theme parks in the entire world, Sean and I are gonna challenge each other to see who can pick up the most amount of trash in 5 minutes. And the person who picks up the least amount of trash has to go on the scariest ride of the park. And there's countless reviews on how the park employees don't check if you're fully strapped into the ride. So I'm gonna pick up trash like my life depends on it. I'm not going on that ride.
There's no way I'm going on that ride.
Oh, come on, dude.
I'm faster than you.
Oh, hey, what are you doing?
I got that. Oh yeah. Someone looks like they don't want to go on the slingshot ride.
I'm fine. I can do it.
Hey, that's another one for Jeremy. Boom. Good job.
Oh.
Boom.
Hey.
Nice job. Let's go.
There we go. All right, all jokes aside, okay, I just don't want to go in the slingshot just because, like, you know, it might not be safe, all right? This place has low ratings.
Whoa, guys, Sean might be scared.
I didn't say that.
Then how about you just go on the ride?
Hey, you better stop putting words in my mouth before I start putting trash in your mouth.
Hey, whoa. Dominic C said, people don't care about littering and a very dirty beach to go along with it. I think the only thing that could help Luna Park would be a location change. 1 star.
Hey, is that timer still going?
Oh, it is. Oh, we're going. We're going. Oh, okay, I'm getting up. We got some trash to pick up.
Oh, where's the trash? Oh, where's that?
Right over here. Got a water bottle. Bro, what is that? Is that poop and pee and friggin' paper? Hey, this counts for 2 pieces of trash. Right here. I'm gonna go throw it away.
Jeremy's picking up a lot of trash. He's really not trying to go on that ride. I am still making sure to pick stuff up though, because, you know.
Oh, what are you doing? Hey, where are you? Oh, here we go. 2 pieces of trash. Woo, I'm on fire right now. Dude, Sean's gonna end up going on that ride, baby. Yeah, guys, after my little fall on the beach, this literally broke, but I'm still gonna beat you, though. This entire area is filled with trash.
Whoa.
Okay, here we go. Oh. This is what the ground looked like before, and this is what it looks like after. Check that out.
Oh, yeah.
I am in the lead right now, so it looks like you're gonna be going on that ride. All right, guys, there's only 10 seconds left on the timer, and I'm currently in the lead. 4, 3, 2, 1, time is out. Sean, you are going on the slingshot ride. All right, before Sean goes on the slingshot, the scariest ride of the park, I'm gonna read a little review because you're probably gonna wanna hear it. Cole H said, very dirty, but the park itself is modern and the rides are enjoyable. But some of the rides are very sketchy and unsafe to go on. Good luck. 1 star.
Yes, you're telling me that these rides are unsafe, but I have to go on that thing?
Oh, come on, only goes a couple 100 feet in the air, and Sean, come on.
I'm just saying.
Hey, you said you weren't scared. All right, make sure you guys stay tuned because this is probably not gonna end up well.
Before Sean goes on the most dangerous ride, we're gonna go investigate the other rides at this park.
The first ride is a Thunderbolt. I'm gonna challenge myself and not scream the entire time.
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, we're going.
Holy crap.
crap. Wow.
Next ride, Soaring Eagle.
Hey, chill. Dude, there's a security guard right behind us.
Oh. That guy looked like he would have tombstone power driving me too, so I'm glad he didn't say anything. Yo, this ride is insane. Bro, what the? All right, guys, this time I'm actually not gonna scream. Seriously. Holy crap, that was insane. Next ride, the Tickler. Oh man. Woo. All right, we're on the Tickler right now. I'm not getting tickled yet.
Not really strapped in. If I wanted to, I gotta stand up. That's kind of concerning. I almost keep on slipping out of the ride, bro.
Next ride, the Cyclone.
Wait, you guys seen that? $10 for the...
Do you seriously have to spend $10 to get on this ride? I literally bought a day pass to the park and I still have to pay for rides?
Oh shoot, what's happening?
All right, guys, we are here at the Slingshot ride. This is the craziest ride of the entire park because it literally shoots you up hundreds of feet in the air. If you don't manage to scream, I'll give you $100.
Deal.
Hey, I don't know, guys. Sean's looking kind of nervous over here.
What are you talking about?
Hey, it's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay. This is exactly why I picked up as much trash as I could because, bro, this ride is insane. You're literally in a tiny ball and you shoot up all the way in the air. Dude, I have never seen Sean so nervous before. He's messing with his hair, he's looking super serious. Everybody grab some popcorn because we're about to see Sean screaming.
Oh my god! Holy crap! Hey, honestly, guys, let's do it again. Come on. All right, guys. Well, like I said, easiest $100 ever.
I am broke now.
All right, Jeremy. So, how do you think Luna Park was?
I mean, the rides were cool, but a lot of them were actually sketchy, and the entire park was filled with trash. I mean, we did the best we could. I'm gonna have to say it's not strapped.
Yeah, some of the safety features on the rides, maybe a little sketchy.
Yeah, so let's hope this next theme park isn't as that sketchy. Let's go.
I'm glad that we both managed to survive that theme park, but now we are off to the next one.
And the next theme park is located all the way in Florida and it's called
Peppa Pig Theme Park, which is a whopping, drumroll please, 3.0 star.
I mean, it looks cool, but yeah, 3.0 does sound kind of low, so.
Peppa Pig wasn't welcoming. Left my child screaming and scared. Didn't give my daughter a hug and just stared at her. Very disappointing. 1 star. If Peppa is looking at me some type of way today, I'm gonna give him a little
Hey, dude, I'd be careful. Peppa Pig's like 7 feet tall, right?
What? If Peppa Pig is actually 7 foot tall, this is what it would look like.
That's pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
I'd probably run away too.
Okay, let's just go inside and let's test out this 3.0 theme park. Let's go.
This has to be one of the most random theme parks ever. It's entirely themed off a popular children's TV show. But now it's time to get to the bottom of this park.
Our children are huge Peppa Pig fans. What a complete disappointment. Second, every ride broke down. When I went to guest services to ask for a refund, I was told it was a holiday. My reaction was astonishment. My experience was not enjoyable, and because of that, I do not ever want to return. Wait, what?
That is unacceptable.
All right, we're gonna take you guys on a little tour around the park to see if all the rides are actually broken.
I'm gonna have to take out my handy dandy little notepad and get to work.
All right, well, let's go investigate. Dinosaur Adventure is actually open.
Yes, it is.
Let's go.
We're good.
I'm glad that this one worked because this was fun. Granddad Dog's Island is operational.
Seems to be working. Check.
And right now we're about to go on the biggest roller coaster of the entire park.
Daddy Pig's roller coaster is operational.
I'm just really hoping this doesn't break down or anything because I did see a couple of reviews about that.
All right, everybody, hands up!
Oh! Oh, it's operational!
Mr. Bull's High Striker is operational.
Yes, it is. Oh, wow. Now we're at Peppa's Balloon Ride. This one does seem kind of scary though. Like, look how high up it is. All right, let's do this. They let us get on Peppa's Balloon Ride, so that means it is
operational. Check.
Yo, this is scary. I don't like this. I mean, so far, every single one of the rides has been operational, so whoever wrote that review is false. All right, so right here it says, please keep off the grass. So what am I gonna do? Oh, no. Guys, it is currently 1:10 right now, and coming soon at 2:30, Peppa Pig is coming out. Finally gonna bust the myth if Peppa Pig is actually 7 foot tall. Since all the rides are functional, we're gonna move on to the next review. Please save your money and don't buy food here. This has to be the most expensive kid menu I've ever seen. A singular peanut butter jelly is almost $12. Are you out of your mind? Also, the grilled cheese my husband ordered was very weird color. It could have been mold.
All right, well, perfect. I mean, I'm pretty hungry, so.
Did you not just hear the review review that they think there's mold on their peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, well, dude, I have a stomach of steel, all right? So I can handle it.
Dude, what the heck is that? So the review is accurate. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich is $12.
How about you get the PB&J and I get the grilled cheese?
No, that's not happening. We heard some good things about the peanut butter and jelly and grilled cheese, so I think we'll,
Thank you.
All right, so we got the most expensive peanut butter and jelly in the world. This better be the biggest peanut butter and jelly. Oh, are you kidding me? This is $12. That's crazy. I'm broke now.
Oh, is that worth $12?
I don't know.
Come on.
I'm gonna have to say that this peanut butter and jelly wasn't worth the price.
Wow. All right, guys, so now we're moving on to the ultimate sus grilled cheese.
Oh, what?
Are you... The grilled cheese is not purple inside, but I'm still gonna see if this grilled cheese tastes Strat or not. It's actually pretty good.
Don't throw up on me.
It's actually really good.
All right, guys, it is 2:30 right now, so that means Peppa Pig herself is showing up right now to the park. Oh, dang, what's going on over here? There are so many people over here who want to meet Peppa Pig.
She's low-key kind of famous, I guess. I don't know.
I am very excited to meet Peppa Pig, but this review is kind of getting me a little worried. My daughter came to me crying after meeting Peppa Pig. Now she has nightmares about Peppa Pig. Should have never let her meet Peppa Pig.
Well, what happened here at the park that causes nightmares?
I don't know. All right, well, we can't miss a showtime. Let's go. Bing, bong, boo. Bing, bong, boo. Bing, bong, boom, bong, bing, bong, boo.
The only way this would give me a nightmare is if they were playing scary music over top of it like this.
All right, so we're at Mr. Fox's shop to get some swag.
Let's do it.
Dude, look at this. This would look so cute on Jeremy.
Bro, stop. I'm not getting that.
Sean picked out a bucket hat, and I got some Peppa Pig glasses.
You got some competition now. I think I rock them better. Check it out.
That's a tough one.
All right, now since we are in proper attire, it is time to read the next review. Every single ride here sucks, and almost every single one is broken down and out of service. Literally go to any other theme park. It will be a way better experience than this one. Waste of money, super boring rides, almost fell asleep.
Wow, come on. It's Peppa Pig.
I mean, earlier we went on every single ride and all of them were operational and they were safe.
So I think this review is false.
Next review. Indoor relaxing area, more like indoor discomforting area. This place is crawling with little bugs and flies. Trust me, stay away from the indoor relaxing area.
Are they talking about the cinema?
So we're gonna go inside and see what this is really all about. Okay, we're gonna test this area out. All right, so I don't see any bugs flying around just yet. This is a vibe for sure. I feel like this place is actually pretty cool. I mean, it's like an entire indoor movie theater.
It's kind of a vibe, right?
It is kind of a vibe. So to be honest, I feel like whoever let that review is false. Oh my God, wait, that's Peppa Pig. Yo, what, we gotta go.
Before we meet Peppa Pig herself, we're gonna warm up and meet her little brother, George.
Oh, there you go.
What's up, bro?
George is about my height.
Apparently Peppa Pig is 7 foot tall, is that true? All right, it is a moment of truth. We're about to expose one of the biggest secrets of Peppa Pig. Is she actually 7 foot tall?
Or 3'9".
Do you think Peppa Pig is actually gonna be 7 foot tall?
Yes.
How's it going, Peppa? How you doing? There was a myth online that you're 7 foot tall. Are you 7 foot? I don't think she's that tall. Well, I guess this means myth busted then. All right, I also do have one pickup line. I've been practicing it. Why play hide and seek when you're the one that I've been looking for? Right? Well, was that good? Was that good? Hey, hurry up, slowpoke.
Hey, you're going too slow, man.
Hey, hurry up. That was actually hard. High five.
I think you guys should run through the Muddy Puddle Splash Pad. And everybody will subscribe.
Wait, so you want us to run through there because you said everybody will subscribe?
Yes!
3, 2, 1, here we go. Oh my God. Oh, it's freezing cold. Bro.
Oh, God, here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, my God. Oh.
Okay, so this review said that we were casually walking through the park when my son wanted to go into the Muddy Puddle Splash Pad. My son got into a fight with another kid there. My son slipped and fell, and water smells weird.
I mean, the water smells fine.
Well, you don't smell fine.
Get out of here. Get out. Hey, overall, I would say the Peppa Pig theme park is pretty strat. I don't like the Muddy Puddle Splash Zone though.
Definitely not.
Well, Sean, we better dry off because we need to catch our flight.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Now we're going to Las Vegas to go to the most mysterious theme park of the entire day.
All right, we are now at the next theme park, and the crazy thing is it's actually inside of a hotel.
I can already tell this is gonna be pretty interesting.
This hotel has a 2.1 star. It is honestly one of the worst rated things I've ever seen in my entire life.
And guys, the crazy thing about this park is that the theme park literally sticks out of the hotel. The hotel has a 2.1 star, the theme park has a 3.0. This is not looking good.
And just so you guys aren't confused, the hotel itself is called Circus, and the theme park inside of it is called the Adventure Dome, which also has a crappy rating. Daniel G said, rides are not up to date.
currently stuck on a ride. Crew cannot get the seats to open to get people off ride. Daniel literally wrote a review while he was stuck on a ride. I mean, this hotel looks cool now, but this theme park is starting to scare me now.
But before we go to the theme park, we're gonna check into our 2.1 star hotel.
So I was about to go inside the elevator and I don't know, does this thing work? Yeah, this is definitely a 2.1 star hotel. I'm worried. Wait, is there gonna be bed bugs? I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the ceiling is so short. Like even Sean's making this place look big.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
The hallways were very old and run down. I can definitely see why this place has a low rating.
You going first. You go. Oh my God. Bro, do you smell that? Dude, it smells like something died in here. Oh my God, this is where we're staying tonight?
Yeah, not really the vibe I was hoping for. I mean, Circus Circus on the outside is very colorful, but Circus Circus on the inside is very bland.
This is where I'm gonna be sleeping tonight? Right here.
And this is where I'm gonna be sleeping tonight. Wait, where are you sleeping tonight?
You can sleep with me. Circus Circus has over hundreds of one-star reviews on how dirty the rooms are. So that's exactly why I brought this.
Wait, is that what I think it is?
This is a black light. It can reveal things that you can't normally see because it emits ultraviolet radiation that the human eye can't actually see.
I want to check this room to see if it's clean before we lay down on that bed.
Oh, come
Yo, what the heck is that? Bro, look at all these marks down here. That is disgusting. Holy moly guacamole. I also did see people comment about how gross the beds are underneath all the padding and sheets. We're checking out my bed first because I'm not sleeping in some gross stuff. Oh, what the heck? What is that? This is where I'm sleeping tonight. We haven't even got to the actual mattress. Oh, what the heck is that stuff? There's a few crumbs in the bed. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna sleep here tonight, honestly. Somebody posted a picture on the review website and this is what their shower looked like. Holy crap. Let's see if our shower looks like this. All right, come on, Sean, don't be scared. Oh, wow, the shower isn't too bad. All right, well, let's get the heck out of here. Let's go to the theme park. I have had enough of this hotel room. We're now going to the second floor to go to the theme park.
This is gonna be interesting. I still cannot believe that this entire theme park is inside of a hotel.
And the theme park is right behind us.
We're about to go in.
Holy crap, this place is insane.
This place is actually crazy because the entire park is under a ginormous red dome. And I've read a couple reviews about the rides and they were not good things. Wish us luck.
All right, it's time to solve the mystery on why this is one of the worst rated theme parks in the entire world. Jackie D said, this place made me depressed and the staff is really rude. I was in line for the Canyon Blaster roller coaster and the operator, I swear to God, kept giving me and my boyfriend dirty looks. Like we weren't making out in the line or anything like that. We were just standing in line and the operator just happened to hate us. 1 star. Check this out. We just walked in and we already see a ride that is closed. Hey, let us inside.
So we headed straight over to the Canyon Blaster ride to see what makes a specific ride so evil and have so many terrible reviews.
Okay, so we finally made it to the Canyon Blaster. Oh, sorry.
I didn't see who just told me to shut up, but the ride operator is looking at me weird.
I didn't even do anything wrong.
They're out to get you, man.
I'm gonna try and have a normal conversation, see if they wanna be my friend, but if not, you're the backup plan.
Right, yeah.
Hey, you wanna hear a funny joke? Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he wanted to cross the road. That was good, right? No? Hey, we're friends now, bro. We're friends. Angel, nice meeting you, bro. Oh my God.
Everybody's getting scared.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, he's getting scared, bro.
Holy crap. Yo, that was crazy.
Oh my God.
I honestly feel like I'm about to throw up, but that was a cool ride.
Yeah, it was great though.
All right.
At the Canyon Blaster, one of the ride operators told me to shut up. But Angel was really nice though. But now we're gonna take a look around the park to see what rides are open versus closed.
There is another thing that is closed.
Jeez Louise, man.
This is the official counter right here on how many rides are broken down so far. 4 rides? Really?
Something interesting I also found was this review made by CF.
So on our way into the Adventure Dome with the kids, we stopped to use the restroom. While in the restroom, I saw a security guard use the restroom and walk out without washing his hands. So I said to him outside of the bathroom, hey man, you should really wash your hands after using the bathroom. And he replied, whatever. 1 star. I am not gonna shake any of the security guards' hands after reading that. Kennedy said, place is very gross. I see diapers on the ground, leakage, and rust. 1 star. An even more concerning review is what Chris said. The employees could hardly care about safety. On every ride my daughter went on in the junior sections, the safety straps were all worn out and suspect of breaking or coming loose. This place is a lawyer's dream for liability, never coming back. No one cleans. 1 star.
We're taking a closer look at the rides in this park to actually see if we find any broken down or damaged safety straps.
The El Loco is one of the most talked about rides at this park because it has a 90-degree down drop.
And 240-degree barrel rolls.
I mean, this seems cool and all, but I am not trying to go on that, especially after that review talking about the safety straps.
I hope these safety straps work.
Oh, whoa!
Oh, yo.
Yo, wait!
Holy crap! That was a drop!
Oh, yeah. Bro, never again. Good thing our safety straps worked. Oh, yeah. Bro, I need a second after that.
Our investigation is going very smooth, but then we ran into some subscribers and they said this.
All right, Jerry and Sean, it's time to do a little challenge. How about you guys do a Lost to Scream challenge?
Whoa, hey, let's say someone screams. What do they have to do?
They have to get a pretty princess face makeup.
Wait, what? I'm not getting my face painted into a princess, I'll tell you that right now.
It's gonna happen, all right? It's gonna happen.
Oh my God. These are my most hated rides. I hate rides that go straight up and down like this. All right, I'm not gonna scream. All right, ready? I'm not screaming. Ah! Oh! Oh! No, I didn't scream. I didn't scream, right? No. Hey, you didn't hear me scream, right?
No.
No, yeah, I didn't scream, guys. All right, guys, who screamed? Who screamed?
Yeah.
What? Me? No. We're reviewing Sean's GoPro right now. Apparently he didn't scream, but you know, I think I heard him scream. Wow. Oh, wow. All right, you know what, guys? I screamed. Let's just get this over with. Let's get this over with. I gotta get my face painted now. Oh my God.
And now I am getting fully transformed into a pretty princess.
I hate you. Well, now I have to walk around the entire theme park looking like this.
I know, right? Isn't that great?
No, it's not great.
All right, well, Jeremy, since you look so pretty, I mean, why don't you walk around the whole place like you mean it, all right? I mean it. Hey, you're gonna keep doing that until you walk like you mean it, all right?
Oh my God, I hate this. Who am I here with today?
Derek Killebrew.
What is your least favorite thing about this theme park?
The roller coasters.
Same, especially because I got forced to go on them. How did I end up fashion walking myself into this ride right here? Dude, this goes upside down, literally.
All right, well, princesses first, come on.
Dude, wait, does he not care about any of the reviews? Hey, all that face paint is about to sweat off because I'm nervous. Oh my God! Oh, no! Oh my God! Hey, I don't like this! Oh my God!
We're good, bro. Let's go again.
What? Oh! Oh my God! Oh my! Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
I've researched every single cruise line in the world, and I found the absolute worst rated ones.
Last night, the boat kept aggressively leaning over from side to side. I thought we were going to tip over. 1 star.
And that was only one out of the many terrifying 1-star reviews that I'm gonna test today from the worst rated cruises. So make sure to watch until the end to see if I make it out of these cruises alive. And the first cruise we're going on is
the Carnival Cruise. I'm extremely nervous to stay here because this cruise has a 1.4-star rating. That's really bad. Tom B said, worst vacation I've ever been on. They nearly sank the ship, sailing like maniacs. 1 star. So the captains don't know how to steer the ship? What did I sign myself up for? May P said, we had diarrhea every day after eating the food on the ship. I had pain and fever. I spent the last 3 days sleeping in my room during the day, unable to get out of bed. 1 star. Diarrhea for days after eating the food and the cruise nearly sinking? I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. And the crazy thing is, I'm going on 3 more cruises after this. This is just the first one. And it already looks like I'm barely going to survive this.
But it's time to make my way to the entrance of the cruise ship. Whoa, this place looks really futuristic. But I'm not fully convinced yet because the 1-star reviews that were left on this cruise will blow your mind. Is this elevator even safe?
All right, it's time to see what the Carnival Cruise room looks like. I'm nervous. Here we go. Woo! Oh yeah! This room isn't bad for a 1.4 star. Let's give you guys a tour. So my room comes with 2 beds,
a TV, but
the remote is not working. I'm gonna have to leave a 1-star review. Up next, the bathroom.
Wow, this bathroom is tiny.
We have a lovely toilet. One thing I've noticed about this cruise already is that it's very overcrowded. I can't even walk out of my room right now.
I had to wait a couple of minutes to even leave my room. So now it's time to read a terrifying review.
Ali F said the unimaginable happened. The 5th floor suddenly flooded, cascading down to the 1st floor. 1 star. That sounds extremely dangerous, but we have to get to the bottom of this review and go to the 5th floor. Let's go. I can't give up. I'm almost there.
After finally making it to the 5th floor, things are about to get serious. Because apparently this floor has a lot of floods. So I started looking around very carefully, and then I found something suspicious.
The liquid lounge? Wait, is this where the flood is coming from? I'm guessing that there's probably liquids in here. We have to be very careful. Water can come pouring out of this door. It looks like they're keeping some secrets in the liquid lounge. I guess I'll have to check this out later when it's open. There is a coffee shop. After looking everywhere on the 5th floor, I didn't see any signs of a flood. But I fully can't say that this review is completely false yet, because we still haven't investigated the liquid lounge. What's going on in there? And there was a review left saying there's a flood on the 5th floor. So we're gonna have to explore that when that opens. But for now, that's gonna have to wait. Everything we just saw is on the 5th floor, including the casino I'm in right now. So that means everything was flooded at one point. Well, it still could be. Okay, now we're outside, and I do have to say, it's a lot cooler than the inside. Like, look at this. There's an entire ropes course here. But this is one of the worst rated cruise lines in the entire world. What is your name?
Jerome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What has been your favorite thing on this cruise?
Probably the ropes course.
The ropes course?
Yeah.
I'm a little scared to go on it.
It doesn't kill you.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a little nervous after hearing that, but today I have to test everything here on this cruise.
Oh, I'm done. I'm out of here. Besides having a giant rope course and an entire basketball court, they also have a water park here. Check this out. Dance if I'm the best YouTuber ever.
That was embarrassing. But hey, let's forget about that, because there's an entire water park here on a boat floating in the water. You know what that means. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect. I've never been on a water park on a cruise before.
Good luck, Jeremy. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to survive these water slides.
Why? What's wrong with them?
They're super fast.
Wish me good luck, guys, because apparently these water slides are extreme.
One thing I've noticed is there's actually a lot of things that are broken down here on this cruise. I saw some elevators that weren't working, machines in the casino were broken down, and of course, one of the water slides. Well, 1 out of the 2 water slides are broken, so I guess I'll go on the working one. All right, guys, wish me good luck.
Oh! Yo! Oh my god!
Alright guys, now we're back in my room because I'm about to get ready for something very dangerous. Jessica L said, things went from bad to worse during a seemingly innocent game of bingo. Out of nowhere, a fight broke out amongst some passengers, turning what should have been a fun activity into a terrifying ordeal. 1 star. Yeah, so the thing I'm getting ready for is bingo. And after reading that review, I'm a little nervous. And before I go, I need to make sure I'm fully prepared because anything can happen. Boom! You're looking at a bingo winner right here. And I'm prepared for anything.
So I picked up my bingo card and sat down. I'm kind of nervous because what if I win and everyone starts fighting me? The game has officially started and the whole room got extremely silent. And then after a couple of minutes, someone got bingo. Everyone started looking really jealous. A fight can break out any second. Let's get out of here before things get ugly.
Whew! Oh my god. Thank God no fights broke out. But I am upset that I didn't win bingo though. But I'm gonna have to say that this review is false.
All right, now I'm at the all-you-can-eat buffet. Let's see what kind of food they have.
Roasted vegetables? Hey, I'm just glad that the ship hasn't flooded yet from what Ali said in his review. And after exploring the cruise more, I found a candy shop, an arcade, and a very dirty ice cream machine.
I was about to get some ice cream, but it looks a little messy. We don't like messy. We like Ronaldo.
John L said, my biggest complaint was a lack of shade in the pool lounging areas. Is Carnival so cheap or thoughtless that they won't even invest in umbrellas for the comfort of their guests? 1 star.
So I looked around and noticed they actually don't have any umbrellas, which is pretty surprising because usually all pool areas have them. Luckily, I brought my own. I bet everyone's pretty jealous right now. I'm the only one with an umbrella at the pool. Haha.
With that being said, I'm gonna have to say that this review is true. There's no umbrellas.
All right, it's starting to get late. The sun has officially set, but we need to cover one big problem. Apparently at night, something extremely annoying happens. Let's read the review. Joanne R. said, Carnival Cruise stuck me in a cabin across from the server. The server beeps constantly so you get no sleep. It's loud and very annoying. 1 star. Earlier we investigated the 5th floor, now we're going to the 6th. Let's find this annoying beep. All right, we just made it to the very annoying 6th floor. Let's investigate. Let's go. They said it's somewhere on the 6th floor. I'm not giving up until I find it. After looking literally everywhere on the 6th floor, I didn't hear any beeping noises. So I'm gonna have to say that this review is false. What was that? It has to be open, right? There is no longer gonna be any secrets. Time to get to the bottom of this. Liquid lounge. I can already hear the water. Apparently there is a flood on the 5th floor, and I guarantee you it's coming from the liquid lounge. Oh, what?
It's literally just an empty theater, so there's no flooding on the 5th floor.
There is no liquid in the liquid lounge, and there is no floods on the 5th floor. That has been confirmed.
I can finally go to bed without worrying about a flood, but little did I know I'd be facing even bigger problems on the next cruise called
Margaritaville at Sea. And today, we're gonna see why this cruise is so bad. Since this is known as one of the worst ones in the entire world, of course it's gonna have a terrible rating. It has a 2.3 star. That's really bad. All right, let's take a look at these reviews to see what makes this place so bad. Kelly B said, not a kid-friendly cruise line. Disgusting pool, terrible food, and they make it difficult to get a hold of drinking water? 1 star? Wait, what? It's hard to get water on this cruise? This already seems like it's off to a terrible start. Okay, well, I'm just gonna drink all this now since it's hard to get water. Dawn I said, this ship is old AF. The water tastes like dirt. They use the same water in the tea and juice. We were told we couldn't bring anything on the ship, including water. Who does that? 1 star. I'm not gonna lie, that is one of the craziest reviews I've ever heard of. The water tastes like dirt? Is that seriously true? I am seriously terrified now. Well, with all that being said, let's get on the cruise.
Now I'm even more scared after reading those 1-star reviews. But I can't turn back now. I took an entire flight to get here. What's the worst that can happen?
Guys, this is Leo. This is my first friend I met so far. How's it going?
Man, it's going great, man. I'm excited to be here, man. We're ready to have a great time.
So what should I be expecting here on Margaritaville?
Man, a lot of great food, a lot of great shows, and a lot of great sights.
Wait, I'm confused, because all the 1-star reviews say the complete opposite. And talking about that, the first water fountain I saw was broken. I guess it is hard to get water here. I made it to the main lobby, and it looks pretty cool. Now we're heading to my room, and honestly, I'm really nervous.
All right, we made it to my room, and honestly, I have no idea what to expect. I mean, this is one of the worst cruises in the entire world, so I can only imagine what the rooms look like. And also, someone left a crazy review about something they found inside of their room. Let me read it to you.
Madison K said, we got in the room and a urinal cake fell out on me out of the air vents. I don't care if it's clean or dirty. Gross. We went to the reception and they said they would send champagne and strawberries to her room, which never arrived. 1 star. I might just sleep out in the hallway. I don't want a urinal cake to fall on me. I'm not backing down. Let's go.
The room isn't too bad, but it feels like a box with no ocean view.
Okay, it's time to give you guys the official Margaritaville room tour. This side of the room is clear. No urinal cakes dropping yet. I bet you guys probably think I'm overreacting, but I am not. This is what a urinal cake looks like. People pee on this. One of these fell from the ceiling in Madison's room, and she even left a picture of this actually happening.
Where did all these weird stains come from on the ceiling? Also, some walls were damaged, and I just found out my TV doesn't have YouTube, and the bathroom is tiny. Is that a stain on the shower?
I went to several different tiny homes for a video, and even those showers weren't this small. I literally have no room in here.
And after exploring the whole room, I realized no urinal cakes fell on me from the air vent. I guess Madison just got unlucky. All right, it's time to head out and explore the ship.
But first, it's time to read a 1-star review. Let's go. Christine M said, this ship should have total rehab. It is old and many areas are in tough shape. Food at the buffet of indecision is awful. 1 star. Wait, what? This ship should have total rehab? That does not sound good. And the buffet is one of the only food options here. Christine said it's awful. No, we have to investigate this. Let's go.
It's time to see if this review is true or not. And yeah, they weren't wrong. This cruise definitely had a couple of areas that were in rough shape, like elevators were broken, the pool table was broke, and let's not forget about the weird stains on my ceiling. But at the same time, I see a lot of people having fun, dancing in the pool area, and the staff here are very nice.
But I didn't forget about the last part of Christine's review because she said the food was awful at the buffet. And that's pretty concerning because that's mostly what I'm gonna be eating on this cruise. So let's head over to the buffet and hope the food is not awful. I think I'll actually cry.
I am hoping the food isn't as bad as the reviews say. And while we're here, let's see if the water actually tastes like dirt. Wish me luck, guys. Wait, it's okay. And I didn't find much food that actually interested me. There's not that many options. And it was also a bit dirty. All right, I'm really hungry. Just wish me good luck, guys. Wait, there's something weird in the rice.
And with all that being said, I'm gonna have to say that Christine's review is true.
Subscribe with the accent from Brazil.
Now it's time to go explore the top floor. Wait, they have pickleball?
I don't know if you guys knew this, but I'm actually a professional. I'll even bet $1,000 against you. Here, take that. Yeah, it's game on. Are you ready?
I was totally winning the game until I realized how lonely I am.
But it's no time to be sad because we're still in the middle of our investigation. Let's keep exploring around. But before I continue, Kara T has something to tell us. Let's read the review. I don't recommend this cruise at all. The downfall was the boat is kinda dirty. Pool is small and hot. Nightclub kinda sucked. 1 star. I can confirm that the boat is definitely dirty, but I have not checked out the nightclub yet. Looks pretty cool.
Now we're inside the nightclub, and the vibe is actually pretty nice.
Kara T, your review might seem false to me because this nightclub does seem kind of lit. Yeah.
And the other part of Kara T's review talked about the pool being small.
All right, we just made it all the way to the front of the boat, and this is the adult-only pool. Wow, I feel kind of cool to be in here. There is also a lot of lounge chairs at the pool. Very relaxing. In Kara's review, she mentioned that the pool was small, but honestly, I think this is a pretty good size. Well, let's go in the adult-only pool. This feels kind of cool. Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh my God, I was just about to hop in there. Guys, look at this. I can definitely tell why no one is here now.
There's these weird yellow bubbles floating in the pool. What is that?
Okay, I'm just gonna forget that I ever saw this. There's still multiple other pools, so let's definitely go check those ones out. All right, guys, we just made it to the second pool, and it's located in the middle of the boat. But guys, you have no idea how embarrassing it is testing 1-star reviews on a cruise. Literally everybody is staring at me right now. But anyways, let's hop in the pool. This is the coldest pool I've ever felt before, but I'm just glad it didn't look like the other one over there. This is a lot better. But going back to Kara T's review, she said that the pool was small and hot. But I will definitely say that this pool is not hot. It's freezing. But I will have to say the pools are a little bit smaller than I expected for being on a cruise ship. Like, these pools can only hold 18 people, and there's hundreds of people on this cruise. So only a couple people at a time on this cruise can go in the pool. But guys, the crazy thing is there's still a lot more stuff on this cruise. Let's keep exploring.
There's also an entire casino and an arcade full of games. And then things got serious. I can't lose this basketball match.
Woo!
I won!
That was a good game.
Good game.
Great game.
There's also an entire gym to get a workout in the middle of the ocean. Then it was finally time for my performance, and the whole crowd started getting very excited.
Okay, guys, let's quiet down. I've actually never sang this live before, so you guys are the first people to hear this. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I didn't know if you guys are gonna like it or not, but thank you guys. Hey, stop! Don't show that no one's here. Hey, guys, I have no idea what just happened. There was a lot of people cheering me on. Stop showing over there. Let's just keep on exploring the ship. We still have more stuff to cover.
Then I ran into some subscribers and we went and watched a show together in the theater. They were really getting into it.
Before coming on this cruise, obviously I was really nervous because this is one of the worst rated cruises in the world. But I made a lot of new friends. The service is amazing, so I'm honestly gonna miss Margaritaville.
Now it's late, so I'm headed back to my room to go to bed.
Guys, I just got woken up in the middle of the night to people literally screaming outside.
I can hear everything they're saying.
I can hear everything they're saying right now, and it's 2 a.m.
I barely got any sleep last night, and oh my god, this is a whole traffic jam.
Margaritaville, it's been fun, but now it is time to go on the next cruise. Let's go.
What an interesting experience, but now it is time to go on the last and final cruise called
The Celebrity Cruise. Wait, does that mean there's gonna be celebrities on this cruise? Someone like Ronaldo could be here. Okay, but it's time to get to the bottom on why this cruise has a 2.0 star. Let's read some reviews. Gavin W said, absolutely shocking cruise. Without a doubt, it's the worst ever. Crew look exhausted and completely uninterested in any form of service. 1 star. Okay, that sounds really bad. Why are they so confident that this is the worst cruise ever? Jen J said, what can I begin to say about this place? Avoid, avoid, avoid! Exclamation point. 1 star. Okay, I'm definitely a little nervous now because all the reviews are just saying this cruise is terrible. And with all that being said, it is now time to go on the 2.0 star cruise. Let's go.
On my way through security, I met some subscribers. Everything was fine until I saw this.
I already see a problem. There's a leak from the ceiling. Woo! We made it onto the cruise. Where are the celebrities at?
So this is the main lobby. It looks really cool for being a 2.0 star cruise. There's even live music being played. Very fancy. But of course, the elevators were very slow. It took at least 30 minutes to get up to my room.
All right, guys, we just made it to my room and I have no idea what to expect. This cruise has a 2.0 star, so what are the rooms gonna look like? Oh, shoot. This cruise has a terrible rating, but this room is actually pretty cool. But we need to do a bed test! Ah! There's 2 beds, and this is the living room that comes with a couch that also turns into a bed. So far, this isn't bad for a 2.0 star cruise. And right here is my amazing window view of the ocean. Welcome to my bathroom, and welcome to the shower. Whoa! Hey! 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 What is there, ghosts in here or something? I am now drenched. What the heck was that? I just got here and I'm already drenched. We still have so much more to cover. I barely even looked in the lobby. And I look ridiculous. I'm gonna leave a 1-star review on that shower now.
And after drying off, I found something under my bed that made me a little concerned for the rest of the cruise.
Okay, now I'm terrified again because this is reminding me that we're floating on a massive ship in the middle of the ocean. But it's okay though. If we sink, I have this life vest. Okay, it's time to get to business and start this investigation. Tenica A said, this cruise is definitely for senior citizens. Activities and events are not inclusive to the younger generation, nor is the food. 1 star. Okay, well apparently this cruise is only meant for senior citizens, so that means I need to fit in. Boom! What do you guys think? Do I look good?
So now that I'm fully blended in, it's time to get to the bottom of why this cruise has such a bad rating. Okay, I should probably take off the wig. I don't want to look too suspicious. Then I made my way downstairs and found this hidden lounge area. And I noticed that the casino here is way bigger than the other cruises.
Okay, I have to be quiet because right here is an entire library. This is one of the most luxurious libraries I've ever seen, and it's on a cruise floating in the water. This place is pretty fancy for having a 2.0 star.
And next, welcome to the Sky Lounge. Inside is the most older generation activity ever, trivia. Does anyone actually know the answers to these questions? I didn't know. Maybe this cruise actually is made for older people.
Ladies and gentlemen, who is ready for bingo?
Come on, how is trivia busy, but not the bingo room? It's completely empty.
How am I supposed to fully test out this review? This activity isn't even open.
But I'm not gonna stop here. Let's keep exploring. This is the outside pool area. It's kind of a vibe. I just don't think I'm dressed appropriately for the pool. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 jacuzzis in the pool area. Pretty nice. And as you guys can see, there are 2 main pools to swim in. And they even have an indoor pool. This place is massive. And around the entire cruise is a whole jogging track. Boom! I think that's broke a world record. Oh yeah. I cannot believe everything we've seen so far is all on the ship. Like, what the heck?
After exploring mostly everywhere on the ship, I would say this cruise is for more of an older generation. But hey, I'm still having fun. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to say that this review is false. It isn't only for senior citizens. I'm having fun. It's cool. It's fine.
Now it's time to get athletic. They have a ping pong table. Yes, I know. I'm lonely. There was also an archery section, and I completely missed my shot. I have to say, this is definitely the biggest ship I've been on today. There's a shop with a ton of expensive jewelry, like this $10,000 egg. I can't believe all this is in the middle of the ocean.
Guys, I'm super excited to try out this next activity because I've never tried this before. And there's no music, it's just like on the headphones.
No music, just on the headphones.
This is called silent disco. It's a room where you listen to music that you can only hear while wearing headphones.
It is so quiet in here, but everyone's vibing. Okay, it's like really awkward if you take off your headphones. Let's keep them on.
I have never experienced something like this before. Then I walked back outside and found this.
Okay, is this chair massive or am I just tiny? Can somebody please tell me on how there's grass on a cruise? How did it even grow? I think this calls for a smell test. It's definitely real grass. I thought it was fake or something, but no, it's real.
Let's read the next review.
Jeffrey B said, I was very disappointed and would not recommend Celebrity Cruises. The ship was boring, the shows were awful, and the food was horrible. 1 star.
So I headed straight to the buffet to see if the food is actually horrible. And to be honest, it definitely had the most food options out of any of the cruises today. And I would say the food was actually pretty good. And the view was really nice. So this review is half busted.
Okay, now I'm about to go into a show inside of the theater. We're gonna see if the shows are actually boring, like the review said. Maybe they'll be entertaining. Let's go check it out.
They had a magic show and a comedy show. There wasn't much magic that actually happened, so some people look kind of bored.
So I did check out a couple of the shows, and I'm gonna have to say, they are a little boring. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I had to fully test out these reviews.
To fully make sure, I even asked a random person what they thought.
And what'd you think about the show?
Snoozer.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No. I'm being honest.
Okay, now that we covered that, it's time to read the next 1-star review. Larry B said, Chef too old and too tired for this job. All the cooks we saw seem unhappy and miserable. Most bathrooms were disgusting. 1 star. So that being said, it's time to test out that review.
I walked down into the food court expecting all the chefs to be tired and mean to me, but it was actually the opposite. The chefs were all in a good mood, and the food is great. I could tell they were working hard, so I wanted them to know I really appreciated them.
Thank you so much for making all this food for everybody. Thank you so much for all the work you put in today. Thank you so much for all the work you've been doing today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
This review is busted. Overall, this cruise was actually really nice. Probably the best one I've been on so far.